So this is what they are seeing. And there is a huge amount of people. They clearly look like pirates. They are all carrying rapiers. But there is a bunch of different enemies pouring out. At this point, there are so many you don't even really you can't even get a grasp of the situation. You see right away coming up over the edge of that roof where Shriela saw that head pop out. 2 more pop out, and they are basically taking cover on the roof of that 2-story building, and there's 3 archers up there as well. Immediately they start raining down arrows and cut those sailors down within seconds. They are just firing arrows after arrows, and they are completely murdered right on them. Some of them fall into the water as the arrows cut them down. And these people are starting to rush the boat. They are clearly trying to take it. And the captain yells out, "To arms!" And the sailors all start to grab weapons. There's not a lot of them left. That was over half the crew. The 2 women have disappeared around that corner. You're not exactly sure where they went, but they're theoretically starting, or they could be dead. They could have been shot in the alley around the corner. And let's roll initiative.
Do we bother yet?
Yep, sure do.
7.
No,
16.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, 9.
I always forget to add my 2 for initiative. 13.
16, and then you're 13. So you would go. So Leah, you're 7.
They are going on. So the
9. Me 9.
the swordsmen, the rapier wielding guys in leather armor, they are going on 17.
They're going first.
The archers are going on 11. And you can see that there's 3 dwarves in heavy armor at the back. The dwarves are going on 1. And you guys can make perception checks right now. Real quick, if you get 15 or higher, you notice one more thing.
We're 15 or higher?
Are we rolling that?
Nope.
We don't.
No,
right, yeah.
just us.
16. I just got 16.
I do not notice. I got 10.
No.
I got 16.
She got 16.
Was your initiative also 16?
You can see stepping out of the
I
corner
know my initiative was
a
14.
long cloak,
14.
beautifully woven silk cloak, and he's pulling up a book, and it looks like he's flipping through things, and he looks like he's reading, and he quickly closes the book and tucks it in his back and starts moving his fingers and his hands. They have a caster.
No.
And he's in the far back there, and you can see him, and he is going on 19.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
First
Wow,
then
we
caster first.
So your crew that you are traveling with, the Justicars, are already... I'm just going to have them go as a unit.
And I'm out of luck.
They are going last. They're going on 1 as well. So they start drawing their weapons, and right out the gate, the sailors start going down the side. There's 5 of them, and they start pouring down the ramp. And the caster starts waving his hands about, and you can't hear it because there's like yelling and people charging and boot steps. He's waving his hands, and he kind of claws them up and pushes out, and all this white energy starts to come out straight out of his hands. And you can see these bolts. They look like long, sparking darts start hissing over top of the charging army that's coming down towards the boat. And one of the sailors who's in the front with he's got a cutlass weapon on him, takes one in the throat, and the second one hits him right in the same spot and rips his throat open and explodes him, and he falls over into the water with a splash. The rest of them are still moving forward, but one of them is killed instantly by the caster. Who's next?
That way.
That's just the rapier, the swordsman.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, he's going to go through here. So they start to form up, And they draw out their rapiers. They're already brandishing them. And they go into a defensive stance position. It looks like they're readying for those sailors to come down that dock. Who's next?
Yeah, me. Shriela, this might be a good time to escape. We gotta get them out of. We gotta get them out of.
We gotta get them out.
Yeah.
Rin, do you have the keys?
So she just, she's like, I got them. And she goes off of her belt where she has the big thing of keys. And her action isn't yet, so we'll have to wait to see.
Can I, as my
She's
action,
like
can I take them?
last.
Yeah, you
And
can
then-
grab them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna run down and let you guys.
Oh, so
know.
you hear a little
You
boot.
would move and...
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you
Yeah.
run down the steps. You can hear like light footsteps coming down, and around the corner comes Petunia with the keys. You can use your action to open up.
Yeah, I
the
gotta
key. Okay.
yeah, action to unlock.
No.
So that is her
Are
action.
still on Rin?
What's that?
Our weapons? Are they still on Rin?
Yes. She'll use her action just to
Yeah.
drop the gear for you guys.
Well, Shriel, you're mad.
Yeah, it's my turn. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so I have a question. So all these people here, are they all wearing metal?
No,
like-
all of the pirate-looking guys are wearing leather armor. The guys at the far back, those three, they are dwarven and they are wearing heavy metal armor. Yes.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast. It doesn't hurt anybody though. Could buy some time. I don't know.
Make sure you, read everything through really early.
I know, because if I just do that, then I lose the second spell, and then. I'm gonna cast. What's my range? I'm gonna cast Entangle, so it's a
Okay.
20 foot square.
Okay.
Just. Can I. Is that too far? Oh my,
What is the range
Oh,
on
it's
it?
90. No, that's way too far. How far is that from me?
When you're on the boat.
That's about you're on the boat. So
Like
yeah,
maybe-
the sailors are in range. The rest of the people in the back are not.
This is like 60.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, you're not close enough. You'd have to get on. You'd have basically
I
have
have
to
to
get
get
off
onto
the
the
boat,
board?
up the dock, and then you would be close enough. But you're not right now.
God damn it. Okay, I think I'm going to. Oh my god, I hate going first, guys. I'm like the worst.
Sorry, I like take off.
I know, it's just like God. I was like, I was gonna do that. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to cast Moonbeam
Okay.
because it goes 120 feet.
Okay. Where do you want to cast it?
Are these people still too far?
Nope. Not if it's 120
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on this guy right here.
Okay, so we actually got some notes from people on YouTube that it's a radius, so it's not just
2 by
one
2.
5 foot square. It's 2 wide and 2 high.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
So you can
So
attack.
So you can hit both those guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, two.
No, it
on the
wouldn't.
other
Just,
side? Yeah.
he'd just be out of range.
So like
Yeah.
this and then back, right?
Yeah.
So like that.
Yeah.
Not just like that.
So if you centered it
Or
between the
here?
dwarf and
Yeah.
the caster, you could hit them both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going for those two.
Cool.
Actually, no, you couldn't.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
pick one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh right, 5 foot. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's
you're
that,
hitting the
it's
caster.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets a save, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
He does not make it.
Perfect. So then 2d10.
Okay.
That's 6, right?
Mhm.
And 5.
So
that's
11 damage.
Yeah.
All right, so you stand up on the ship and you start to bring the casting down. You channel the nature energy, and the searing bolt, bright light, sparkling, hits him dead center. And he just, and he gets completely enveloped in it. And you can see that his clothes are starting to smoke a little bit. There's an extreme heat aspect to this moonbeam, and it's damaging him pretty badly. But he's still standing. Next,
The archer.
do you want to move at all, or do you want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Archers are next.
All right, they see Shriela cast and immediately target the caster. 3 shots on you.
Awesome. Should have moved back.
What's your armor class?
13.
So you can see them stand up. One of them goes to shoot his arrow, and the arrow that just kind of drops straight down and clatters on the top of the roof and rolls down and falls off the side. And he's like, you hear, "Fuck!" And then 2 more fire. Arrows fly through the air, and and one hits the railing right next to you and embeds like about a foot in front of you. And the next one just kind of goes over your head and lands about 5 feet behind you, and they completely miss.
Oh my gosh.
Next
The first
is
time.
Okay, so wait, we are down. We need our weapons. Okay,
weapons, yeah.
so I'm gonna run
Okay. So
towards the deck.
you run up the steps, and you'll go out on the deck, and you can just as you come out on the deck, you can hear arrows. And so there's arrows coming, just flying onto the deck. You can see there's all these people charging up towards the docks. It's chaos out there. And you hear people shouting and yelling, and it looks like the Justicars are getting ready for battle. You come out onto the deck, and you can see that Rin is standing there, getting her gear ready. She looks over and sees you, and she just throws down your gear. She has it on a big pack on her back, and she just slides it off one arm, and it hits the ground and clatters. Your instruments in there, your weapons are in there. You can spend your action gathering your gear if that's what you would like to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
So I'm like, what the fuck? And I go and grab the gear.
Okay.
And then I just quickly inspire.
Can you? Oh, it's a bonus.
Bonus,
action, right?
yeah. So she can inspire Lee.
I'm gonna inspire Leah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a d6 that you can add to a skill check, or damage score.
Okay, so I am like right behind her, running up.
Okay.
I see same thing basically. Take a step back and then go up and grab my new bow and my arrows. And
Okay.
quiver. So that's my action.
Yeah, that is your action. So you are on the deck. Oh, we got disconnected again. 1 second. Let's see if it'll reconnect. We didn't have any drop off, which is weird. We have no drop frames. Well, it looks like we're getting drop frames again. Just gonna turn off the mic for a second.
Good.
I guess I don't know.
Are we back?
Yeah, it looks like we just had a drop off there. Let's just wait a second before we continue to make sure it's still there. I don't know what's going on. We didn't have any drops, so I don't know why it just went off there. But I will keep keep an eye on it. Yeah, it was. We had to actually switch the servers. That's actually what was going on, and that seemed to work. So hopefully that is the case. If we need to switch again, we will.
Cop candy's going all around. We're the D20 sicky poos.
I keep saying we're going offline again. I don't know. It's weird.
There we go. Well, I'm just gonna
Are we
eat this
okay?
quick and
Chat, just let us know if it's actually showing up. It keeps showing that it's dropping to me, but on the stream it says we're not. So we're gonna keep going.
It's like mint and lemon.
Twitchy's being twitchy.
Twitch is being a fuck right now.
Okay.
Whoa. So,
We're back.
2 dwarves?
The dwarves, okay, yeah. So you grab your gear and get your bow ready, and then it is the the dwarves in the back, and immediately there's one that is wearing much like he looks a little bit more like the authoritative figure between the 3 of them, and he steps in between, and all 3 of them start waving their hands around, and they start chanting together.
Holy moly.
And there you just these deep voices, three dwarven men channeling together. And they start making this deep, almost it sounds like a song. It's so rhythmic, and there's such a deep timbre to their voices. And as they start waving their hands around their shields, they just put their hands out, and you can just see this like magical energy kind of hit every single one of those people charging. And you recognize that. That is what that Knoll caster had done to the other ones, and they are just basically empowering every single person on the battlefield.
Oh
Okay.
So, isn't it me?
Justicars now.
Did Leah go? Did you go?
Yeah, she got her bow.
Oh, you got her bow. Okay, sorry.
The Justicars basically are looking at you, why aren't you charging? And they just go down the ramp, and they are using their movement to go into battle.
Oh, yay. I'm like, yeah.
Here they go. They use their entire movement to get there, and this guy, the mage, stays back. Whitford stays back, and he countercasts another. He basically starts channeling, and this is the first you've ever seen him cast a spell, so we're going to see what he does here. He's got these spells. This is, I had all the cards put aside in case we came up. Shannon, I think they're right behind you by the Adventure Time thing. There's a big pile of cards there. Can you bring those to me, please?
Okay.
Ooh. Fancy cards.
Yeah.
So nothing run against us.
Yeah, I think it's well, kind of working with them. Not really.
Okay. He starts waving his hands around, and you see as he raises his clawed hands up and he starts casting in this arcane, deep voice, he pushes them out, and this, like, his fingers, from his elbows all the way to the tips of his fingers, turn in, like, around it, almost like a glove, turn into this weird webbing that just shoots out in an arc and then it starts to flatten out in the ground in the distance. And these, let's see here. So he actually comes up right to here and casts, and these three all of a sudden get completely enveloped in this weird sticky mass that kind of explodes off the ground, and it's like this thick spidery webbing, and they start to try to pull themselves out of it, and we'll see what happens.
Is there a space that's somewhere?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot square. So all three of them, plus a little bit to the side. The guys in the far back.
Oh, these guys.
Yeah.
So.
Where did I put my D20?
Is this 20 or 25?
It's 20.
Which side?
There. Yeah. And
Side this
and
way?
back. Yeah, so he's just hitting those guys, yeah. I don't know where I put my D20. I might have to get another one. Where's the dice box?
Oh, it's alright.
So well prepared.
I know, I just had one here. I've been rolling it all night.
Oh, it's on the ground.
Oh, well, there we go.
To the ground.
We're a mess right now.
It's the Twitch. On Twitch.
So all three of them get absolutely bogged down. They try to, like, pull themselves out, and every time they do, more of it just kind of comes up and pulls them and starts pulling them to the ground. And they are stuck in this massive living webbing until they can burst free of it. That is their actions. Next.
Next is
Caster.
casters. Oh, caster.
Okay. He sees that, and he looks up, and he's like, "Powerful arcane, take him out!" And he starts to warrior sage, and he does the exact same spell. All three of those magical darts flow straight towards Whitford.
No!
And two of them just kind of, they hit his shoulders, and a little bit of blood comes out. The other one hits him right dead center mass, and explodes in a pile of blood. And he's hurt. He's still okay though. All right, next. And he actually ducks behind the building at that point. Just moves a little bit behind.
Whitford knows how to use cover. Oh no, caster knows how to use cover.
Yeah.
Next is the swordsman.
All right, here we go. And let's see. So they move in and they start to form up, closing off the entrance to that dock, and they're going to hold people here as long as they can. 2 attacks on Rin. One of them goes low, and she brings her shield down to block it, and she easily deflects it, but it leaves an opening, and he lunges high, and he's aiming right for her head. And gets her like kind of through the ear and rips it open, and she screams in pain, and blood starts flowing down the side of her head. It's a bad wound, but she seems to be doing okay. Everyone else on the field here, they switch to javelins, and they start hurling javelins into that group. The first one is going to Blythe in the back. She takes a hit. It's just a glancing shot. It goes off of her shoulder, and she and screams a little bit, but it's a really, really light wound. And those 2 guys in that gazebo are basically just like hurling it up and over and into the back. So one at Whitford and one at Blythe. Whitford takes a hit. Blythe takes a hit. Again, just 2 like cuts him in the neck. He grabs and he winces a little bit. He's looking a little bit more wounded than Blythe is, but he's okay. Ish. Okay. That is their actions. 1, 2, 3, 3 attacks. Yep. Next.
It's me.
Petunia.
Can I take a second to just say to Leah, I'm going to say, if it looks like we're going to lose, we need to surrender. Because it's running with pirates isn't bad. They're like barbarians. They'll let you become part of their crew. But you can pay for your crimes at a different time. It's not a good time to be locked in jail. We need to we need to surrender if we can. If they'll take us as prisoners.
Okay, well, I would rather be in jail than dead, but if you think that they're gonna be okay with that.
Well, they would kill us now if we ran out. But if it looks like if we get a chance to surrender, we should surrender.
If they ask us if we would like to surrender, okay.
Yeah. But right now, I'm just gonna try to kill some people.
Do your worst, Petunia.
Okay. So I'm going to
It's pretty closed up. You can move through allies' spaces, though. You would have to move through their spaces and jump across that water if you want to get on the other side of that pirate there. But otherwise, you're going to have to push through a bunch of people, and it's going to be very difficult for you to do so.
I think we should stay safe. But you know what? I'm just going to try to... I'm going to crawl up on... That's bright. Yeah.
Rin.
So I'll crawl up on Rin's back.
Okay.
You gotta get through.
You can do that. You can move through it, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to hurl a javelin.
Okay, so you'll be at a disadvantage because you're within reach of somebody who can attack you while you try to make a ranged attack.
I can use
if you're on her back, he's right in front of you anyway.
You know what? I'm just going to use it now because we always forget to use it. So I'm going to use...
You roll. We may as well
okay,
roll
I'll
first.
roll first and see if
All
I
right,
need
so
it.
first of all, make your athletics check to crawl up onto her back.
Athletics. That's my dex. Oh no, athletics. Sorry, I have way Pyre. What am I doing? So 18.
Yeah, you crawl up on her back, no problem. And then what are you doing?
And then I'm just gonna hurl my javelin. So. Oh, I thought that was a... Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so... That's a 12.
So you go up and you get to the top and hurl off of the shoulder, and he just jumps to the side and it clatters into the cobblestone and cracks and skitters along about 10 feet behind him and comes to a stop and misses.
That was a good javelin.
Next.
Next is Shell.
Oh, that's me. Can I use my animal handling skills and try to speak to the birds?
Not really, no. They're all up in the air. Yeah, I would say no. It's too chaotic right now. What did you want to do? What were you thinking?
I wanted them to bring their chaos like lower and create like a visual obstruction for the archers.
Is that what you want to commit your round to doing? Just trying to convince the birds to do so? You have to speak.
Like
you have to speak with animals too, though, because right now you can't just be like. You'd have to like have
I'm
it.
so good.
You are, but you would have to probably communicate to them They're pretty stupid.
Okay, I'll save that then. Okay, I still have my moonbeam, and then.
Sorry, let's go back. Did you want to use your statue to roll again?
Oh, I guess I could, eh? Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's what I said. Alright. Actually, wasn't I supposed to be at disadvantage? Oh.
No.
Okay. I'm not with my attack. Oh. Never mind. Let's just pretend I didn't.
Well spent. Put the statue away.
Well, at least I spent it, okay, guys?
Okay. Same thing happens. So, what do you do?
I'm gonna. Moonbeam is still going.
Yeah.
And because it didn't get attacked, can I put it behind the building? Yeah, I can just move it over, right?
You sure can, but that's your action.
You cast it here, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it does 2 spaces.
So here I
Yeah,
went
but
through it.
I don't think you declared which spaces you were putting them on.
Right on him.
I said on him, and then
Yeah.
you said that it would.
So it goes, but it would be a square to the left or to the right.
Oh.
I would have moved another space if that was the case.
Okay. Well, fine. I move.
Do you want to move it?
Over.
So that's your action. You can't cast any more spells or anything. You have to just keep that spell going.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he has to make a save, which he does not. Roll the damage.
Yeah. 2d10. 7 and 3, so 10.
All right. So you move it, and it. You just kind of move it behind. You're assuming that he's behind. You can't really see him, but you just hear, "Ah!" and then his voice goes silent. You don't know what happened to him, but his screaming stops.
Oh.
Okay. Next, are you going to move, or are you staying on the back of that ship?
I'm
Staying on the deck. Okay.
Yeah, staying on the deck.
Who's next?
Next is the archers.
All right. 3 shots on Whitford. So Whitford is like trying. He's like, move forward, keep moving, clear the way. 3 arrows sail through the air. 3 of them hit him, and he staggers back, eyes wide, and he falls back and lands on the ground. And he's just his eyes still closed.
Alright, I'll cure him.
Okay.
Holy my life.
Archers take out Whitford. He's off the map.
Hey.
Next.
Man.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Next is Van.
I want to first of all scream at everyone and be like, we should retrieve! They outnumber us! We should retrieve! And yeah, then I run over here. Well,
Okay.
I think I'm...
Do you want to go? So if you go, you can get to right behind Rin if you want to.
I'm gonna get...
And you'd still have an action.
This is Rain. Woodford
Yeah.
is like around here,
He's
right?
on the
Like,
ground right there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go close to Winford.
Okay. And you have an action still. Do you want to use inspiring anyone, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna inspire... You still have one?
I still have one.
Okay, I'm gonna inspire Petunia? No, wait. Yeah, she used her... Petunia?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you have an inspiration dice, a d6,
Ooh. Okay.
that you can use for damage or to add to your roll,
Okay.
a skill check, or to an attack roll actually as well. Okay.
And throw a cloud of daggers right here in front of this guy.
So behind him?
It's...
Like including
They're
him.
facing towards us. Yes.
They're facing this way.
Yeah,
So,
they're
like,
they're
right
they're
here?
fighting currently completely fighting the 2 in the front there. There's a whole full on battle going on right in front of you.
So it's 5 feet. Okay.
5 feet on each side. So if you do
yeah.
it here, it would include all 3 of these guys
Yep.
and all 3 of these.
Yeah.
So no one can move up into there unless they go into it.
Yeah, I'll throw it like right here.
Okay. All right. So do they get saving throw? I don't think they do. I think it just happens.
No, I think
It just happens, yeah. It's 4d4.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Wow. 3. 1.
How was it?
Oh yeah.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
8.
Yeah.
All right. So you just start singing again. You have your guitar with you, and you just strum it, and you start singing loud, and your voice hits a high pitched note, and this huge cloud of black smoke explodes, and the dagger starts spinning and churning. and they can just start shredding their backs, and they start screaming as these daggers are cutting into their backs and pushing them forward a little bit. And they take the damage. They're still standing, though. Next.
That's me. So I can't hit that. Okay, I'm gonna move up towards the front of the boat. I guess like behind you guys.
Okay.
Can you be right here? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's still the...
Yeah, you're still like the
Yeah.
boat. You're not really on the map, but okay. And what do you want to do?
Going to shoot at
At Archer on the roof.
this archer.
Okay, go ahead. Take a shot. Remember, you have your inspiration dice from Van.
Uh-huh.
25.
That is a hit.
Okay. 1d8. He hasn't been hit yet. Right?
Nope.
No one's gonna. Okay.
None of the archers.
So that's 3, and I'm gonna add the 6. 4.
Okay.
4
So you
total.
just take the shot, and he sees that shot go off, and he ducks down, and it would have been a headshot to the side of his temple, but he managed to like dive back a little bit. It still gets him in the back of his calf, though, cuts him open, and he screams out a little bit. He's taken a slight wound. Next.
Dwarves.
Okay. They start casting again.
They're not affected by the thing again? The web?
Oh, yes, that's right. They don't move this round. They are completely stuck. One of them pushes about a half a foot forward and looks like he's about to break out, and then gets pulled back down by this webbing again. He can't get out. That is their actions. They're just trying to escape this round.
So and that's the
Justicars.
Justicars. Can I whisper to...
Make a whisper to it.
It's you can't whisper. It's a full-on yelling, screaming, pitched battle.
That's what I want.
So Rin attacks,
Can make a bargain.
and the guy in front who just like took the blades in the back, she takes her shield and just bashes him with all of her strength. And you see her muscles glistening, and she. And we'll just say for poetic license, because he is instantly killed from the hit, he just gets blown back into the daggers, and they grind him up, and blood splatters all over her face, and you can just hear like a wet slap on the ground as he dies instantly from the hit. He's done. Someone you haven't seen actually in action before is Heron, and he starts waving his hands around. And he's got this deep dwarven growling voice. And 1, 2, 3. So, Van. Actually, hold on. He would. I'm gonna see if he saw those arrows. Yeah, he probably would. I'm gonna give him advantage on that. He turns around and reaches. He pushes you out of the just shoves you out of the way. And he goes down on his knees and just grabs Whitford and just starts pouring energy to him, and his eyes start to flare white. And this white energy starts to glow around him, and it goes all the way down his arm, straight through his fingers, and into Whitford. And he heals him. And I'm going to see what casting he would use on that. Definitely a second level, so. And Whitford just... his eyes flare wide as all those arrows just kind of start to fall out of his body as the wounds start to close, and he's screaming in pain, but he sits up and looks and just grabs the dwarf, you don't really know his name, by the back of the neck, and he whispers something to him, but you're not exactly sure what he says, and they touch heads. That's his action. Whitford is just getting up this round. That's his action, and that basically leaves... Well, he's still in that space, I guess, but you just see Blythe run and grab... Heron just kind of he's already crouched down. She just leaps off of him, propels herself forward with a kick, and she's going to do a flurry.
Oh, I miss my monk.
She just lunges forward, and before she even gets to him, you can see she lands a kick and 2 really fast punches. Kick gets him in the throat, and he staggers, his eyes go wide, and then 2 more, crushing his cheek on both sides, and he falls back into the blades and just gets shredded to pieces. And he's killed instantly. Yeah, and then she takes his place on the battle. She's going to make a save, though, because she had to do that to get out of the way. She doesn't. You got to roll damage against her.
against her.
Damn it, woman.
Yeah, if you guys in chat, if you're watching, I built the Justicars around immobilization. They are an immobilization force. And, oh man, you're rolling max.
It was 9.
12, okay.
Oh my god.
So she gets shredded up all along the left side, and she screams in pain, and she basically thought she could jump around it, and she just could not do it. She's pretty badly hurt after that, because she'd already taken some damage before. But yeah, so the Justicars are built around immobilization, so they don't kill people generally. They actually just try to stop people. That's their whole thing. They're bounty hunters. They don't want people dead. So that's what their whole team framework is built around. Anyway.
Now it's up to the
Caster, if he's still.
You do not see the caster do anything.
Okay. So next is the remaining swordsman.
Who, sorry?
The swordsman.
Oh, okay. So that Jenny, the guy on the right, the closest to the camera here.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, he moves in, and both of them turn and start attacking Blythe. That guy actually needs to try to get out of the range of those blades. So he is gonna try. Oh man, he's really stuck in there.
Because he wouldn't be able to reach her because she's in it.
Yeah, he's gonna risk pushing through to go behind the dwarf, the guy that this guy. He's gonna push through and
right
go on the
here?
and go beside. Yep. No, this guy here is gonna push through behind the dwarf.
This guy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
behind the dwarf.
Oh, what?
He takes an attack of opportunity from Blythe though, who hits him.
Yeah.
So he starts to shoulder his way, and he's about to push through both the dwarf and Blythe. Looks like he's about to do it. And as he does, that happens is he gets a kick to the back of the skull, and you hear a wet crack, and you see the bone from his neck jut as though it's been severed right in half,
God.
and it juts out, and he falls forward, and Rin just looks at Blythe's like, "Fuck yeah!" And she spits on him. And that guy is just going to attack.
He's attacking into the blade too?
No, well, yeah, he's
Yeah,
attacking
he's gotta attack.
Blythe. He's going to make a saving throw. Oh my god, this was supposed to be a challenging encounter. He lunges forward, and I'm just going to say for dramatic purposes, he rolled a 1. He lunges forward, and Blythe just turns and slowly pushes his blade aside, and he falls straight into the water, and he's effectively out of this combat.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Those two guys hurl more javelins through the cloud of daggers, one at Blythe and one at the dwarf.
Shit.
2 1s in a row. I'm not kidding. I can tilt the camera and show you. That guy hits. So Rin gets hit, or the dwarf. Sorry. Okay. Fine. Yeah, and he doesn't get his shield up in time. It glances off the top and cuts him at the side of his head. You can see a bit of his hair get ripped out, and his skull opens up a little bit, and blood starts pouring down from it. And he gets himself in a defensive position again. The other one hurls it, and it goes about 15 feet left and just falls into the water. And he's just like, "Fuck!" Next.
That's me.
Petunia.
That's me. So these guys are up on.
I am using the green dice. I am.
Yeah. Evil green dice. Those guys are up on a. What's it called?
Yeah, they're up on a
we
second
can do
story.
the
They
kind of thing.
have advantage on all their attacks right now. They have a clear view.
And then where's the daggers exactly? They're
right in front. Of
Here,
that.
right here.
From
Yeah.
You'd have to
here
dive.
go
to
sideways.
here, and then 2, 3, go like this square.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Are these people on advantage too? Yeah.
I wonder if I can.
All 3 of them have advantage. That's why they're
all
cutting.
everyone else is advantage.
Not everyone else. Oh, well, they have
Yeah, I mean,
spells cast on
yeah.
them. Not at
Okay,
advantage, but
I'm gonna assume it's dead, but who knows?
Well, I was going to try to yell out that we bargain, because often pirates want something, like, what do you want? You know, kind of thing.
Okay.
But I did get sprayed with a bunch of blood,
yes, you did.
and I just suddenly go into a battle frenzy. I was like, "Ah!" and then I'm also battling with with this giant with giant Rin, which kind of I've got like a bit of a barbarian crush on. I'm like, oh, she's awesome. So
Inspired.
I can't even help it. I just slip right into a rage, and I forgot what I was I was planning to do to save our lives. I was gonna try to save our lives by bargaining with these guys, but now I'm just like, I can't help it.
Okay.
So I go into a rage, and then I'm gonna attempt to move, like run right for the tower, but I'm gonna have to go around.
You're gonna have to jump
5,
across
10,
that open
50.
water to the dock there,
No.
if you don't want to get by those blades. So that'd be an athletics check.
Yeah, I guess I would.
Go ahead, make your check.
I go straight for it.
You still have an inspiration.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
But I can only
Okay,
do it for
until-
damage.
Yeah, but
So you'd have to move.
or
Here.
attack.
5,
Or
it'd be, so you'd land there. Yeah, or you could land right next to Blythe as well. You can
Yeah,
share a
that's-
space because you're
Okay.
small.
Okay.
So it would just make your check, make your athletics check.
Okay. 12.
Okay, so you run and you leap over the open water. You're not even thinking about the danger at this point. You're just in a red fury. And you land right next to Blythe. Don't even really recognize her. So that takes 2 squares of your movement. How much do you have left?
So then I'd only have, so 2 squares would be 20.
10
no,
feet.
10. So I'd have 15 left.
So you can get to those guys. You're going to have to make an acrobatic check to leap up over the railing and get to them.
Okay. Let's do it.
You basically would be standing on the railing fighting them.
Okay.
So
Best thing for a pirate battle.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Oh god, why am I rolling so low? So I have
Can you add your?
can she add her
inspiration dice, yeah.
to that?
7? Okay, so I have to roll it.
Yeah.
Well, what did you get before you rolled?
Well,
it?
it'd be 7.
Yeah, so you might want to use it.
Yeah. I don't really have any advantage on. It's just only attack mod. I can get advantage on that. So 10.
All right, so you leap up, you get balance, you're like, wah, but you're in a rage, you don't really care, and you can go ahead and make your attack roll.
Come on, hit. 14, 15, 16,
Yeah, that hits.
18, 19, yeah.
Okay.
And then, so my damage. So I'm going to hit with my longsword, the nearest guy.
Okay.
And I am going to do a d8. Come on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So you lunge up, you jump up onto it, you just kind of pull yourself up, and as you come over the railing, the pirate's like, looks like he's loosing another, he's getting another javelin out of his pack, and just sees this gnome up into his face. He's like, no! And you just drive the sword straight through his chest, and his eyes go wide, and you pull it out, and blood arcs out, and he goes, and he staggers back a bit, but he's still standing and really badly hurt. Next.
That's me. So I want to cast Gust of Wind,
Okay.
and I can. It's a. Let's see, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide
Okay.
in any direction that I choose. So can I have it? Whoa! Like moving the
Cannot
whole-
move the whole world.
Bring them to me.
like this way. So I've counted it, and it's like that to there, and I want to push them off the building.
How many feet is it?
Let's see. Well, I don't want to do it this, so it has to be like at an angle, right?
Yes.
So like five.
What does it say on the spell? I can tell you if it'll work or not.
Oh, 60
60 foot what?
long and then 10 feet wide.
Yeah, you can do it. So what happens? You're casting it behind him. Go ahead and
Yeah.
tell me what the spell does. What I have to do.
So you have to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you.
Oh, it's away from you
Away from my direction, from the direction that
of
I'm
the spell.
pushing it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you cast that. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
What is the casting time on it?
Up to 1 minute.
It takes a minute to cast.
No, it's
Oh, the casting
Is there
time.
less?
Oh, I don't know. It just says my action.
Okay, one action.
action.
All right. So all of a sudden, this gust of wind, and you can see their clothes start flapping, and they're starting to fight against it as they try to knock new arrows, and they have to make
Hell
checks. The two that are that one and that one, they fall forward, and I'm gonna make saves to see if they can land properly or if they're gonna take. The one that's in the middle there, he does not, and he starts to turn as he falls, and he lands right on his neck. All right, where were we?
That's a good question.
Okay, so I blasted
Those
that guy
two-
fell
yeah,
they fell
on
off the
his
roof.
neck. And then
So
when
they
I
got hit 15?
feet, yeah.
15.
So then this guy fell on his neck, and then
right.
this guy.
That guy landed on his feet, luckily
What?
for him.
So did that guy die or did he
Do they take damage from the gust of wind, or it just knocks them?
Well, they fell off.
Well, they fell off the roof.
Well, yeah,
That's
I know,
what I'm
but
saying.
other than that,
That's why I did it. Oh, and then it says
so the guy that lands on his neck, like it's such a brutal angle. His neck just like it's a huge crack, and he just goes completely still when he hits the ground. So that guy's off the battle map.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
The other guy, he lands on his feet, and he goes with a jarring thud, and he's like, ah! But he's still active.
And then it says any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you.
Sorry to interrupt. Twitch support. Yeah, the site-wide issues. They're working on fixing it.
Okay.
Thank
Oh,
you,
no,
Twitch
no, no.
support.
All right, let's go on.
This guy's totally cool.
Yeah, he made a save.
Man. Okay. So then that means it's the archers. So that's those two then.
Okay.
Their turn.
So that guy gets advantage. He is going to take 2 shots, and he's actually going to shoot at 1 shot. Sorry, that guy's going to shoot at Blythe. He's at advantage. Luckily, he has advantage. I could have missed, and
I heal her next round.
Yeah, she's not doing so
I'm
good.
gonna heal her next round.
so it says we dropped again, but I go back to the stream and it's there. I don't know.
Can you guys see us?
Are we still here?
Yeah, it says we're still streaming, but it says on the thing that we're not. Yeah, no, it's not even loading now. Let us know if we're still there, folks. If you can hear us, I mean, it shows that we're kind of, sort of active here on this end. It was working.
Yeah, they can see us.
Okay.
Well, Evergreen
It's probably
sees us.
really slow, but anyway, so the archer takes a shot, lets it go, and it comes straight down. And this is an ability that she has.
Blythe is so cool.
The air comes, and she, as it starts to streak, she literally just goes, and she knocks it out of the air and bats it aside and just goes off and clatters on the ground behind her. She can deflect projectiles.
Airbending.
Oh, I want to do that.
She's not airbending, that's just a natural. She has got quick reflexes.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just a
That's so cool.
Okay.
You can also grab them.
I hear a multi-class in our future. Everyone, we're all multi-classing to monk. I'm barbarian.
All right.
so-
They're gonna- okay, next is Van.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move. Where am I? Here.
You're right there, yeah.
Do I have to?
Move
Can I
through
just
your
like
space.
move?
Yeah, you can
Your-
move.
your
Those
five
blades are
daggers
there.
Oh,
Can you
are they
move
still?
You can dismiss the spell if you want.
Okay, I dismiss the spell.
Okay, so they and they disappear.
Oh, shoot.
them?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Okay, so what do you want to do now? You dismiss the spell.
And cast the
We
spell
have to play by
again.
chess rules. Like,
Damn it. Okay, I move. 5, 10,
Okay,
15, 20, 25,
okay.
30. And I'm gonna inspire Shriela.
Okay. So that's your last one for the day.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have the inspiration dice. You sing her a quick song as you come out to the clearing, and you strum your guitar, and you can hear her voice echoing up over the din of the battle.
And I'm gonna... God damn it. I think I'm just gonna throw another cloud of daggers.
Okay, where are you going to do it?
I'm gonna do it to these guys.
So inside the gazebo.
Yeah, but towards this side
Alright.
so it doesn't hit Petunia.
So you cast that spell again, you sing, and your voice grows, and they start grinding away inside the gazebo, and you can see the metal starts slashing and ripping up the gazebo itself. All the support beams start getting shredded to pieces. All of the The railings are getting torn apart by these daggers. The whole building is getting thrashed to pieces, and they get the damage. Go ahead, roll your damage against them.
Or, god damn it, 1, 3, 3, and 2, 9.
All right, so they start getting shredded up, and they're like, ah! And wood's flying everywhere, splinters and blood are flying all over the place. They're still standing.
Even this one? The Petunia stab?
Oh no, he's dead. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, he just gets completely enveloped and gets shredded to pieces. Okay,
Guys
next.
still standing. Next is
The dwarves.
myself.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so, and these guys are still stuck in goop. Or how long does that last?
It lasts for as long as the spell lasts.
Okay.
So, a long time.
Don't worry about it then. You know what, I'm gonna do it anyway because they're just stuck. We still need to kill them. I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns as my bonus action. I should be close enough to hit them.
Okay.
And I am going to aim for this guy in the middle.
All right.
22.
That hits.
Okay. And then so does the 1d8 from the
Arrow.
That's an 8.
And remember to add your dexterity.
That is 11.
Okay.
And then they have to make that guy has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Okay. Takes 1d10 piercing damage on a fail, half on a save.
Okay, so roll it, and he takes half.
Three.
Alright, so the arrow, he tries to bring up a shield, but the webbing is like pulling it. He's trying to get at the last second. He sees that arrow coming in, and he can't, and it goes, hits the chink in his armor and shatters a piece of it and cuts straight through, and then that thing bursts. The thorns burst out and start cutting into his flesh.
It's target and each creature within 5 feet.
Okay. They each get saves.
Yeah.
They both take full damage. What did you roll?
It was a 3.
You rolled a 3 total?
No, it was the d10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled 3 for that?
Yeah.
Okay, so they take 3 damage then. Okay. So it bursts out, all these like thorns start spiraling out, and they're already caught in the webs. They can't move out of the way, and starts wrapping around their arms and shredding it, and blood starts flying out of it. But they are still standing.
And then it is their turn.
They're gonna try to get out. The guy in the middle finally bursts out, and he is just going to move 25 feet out, straight forward into the gazebo.
Well, that's right.
Right behind. Oh, no.
He opens the door and he's like,
But if that's really what you want to do.
Yeah.
He's actually. I'm going to make a spot check.
You said it. He went in there. Sorry.
He's like, and you're all dead.
Actually, I was going to print out that you can put little markers to show where spell effects are on the map, and you can see how they work. Because, I'm basically managing 8 people right now.
Yeah,
He wouldn't
that's
go
why I
into it.
did this. I was like, I want to remember that there's a thing there.
So he goes in the other direction. He moves out and straight towards that back alley.
This
one?
That straight towards the back alley.
Here?
That guy. Yeah, he stops there.
Oh, he's gonna heal him.
No!
You hear chanting, "Uros Odeha."
God damn it.
That's his action, and the last one also gets out, and that one charges towards that one that's like the archer there. Just goes out of the range of the spell, and and cast a spell. Alright, and you can see his wounds, his probably shattered bones as he screams, and the magical energy pours over him. Alright, that is their actions. Next.
Justicars.
Justicars. Okay, Rin, you dismissed that thing of daggers. She just runs in her heavy armor, and leaps up and over and is just bringing her sword straight down as she leaps over. See if she make her athletics check. Yes, she just bounds over the railing and brings her bastard sword down on that guy and totally hits him. Basically, like, just thrashing him straight back into the cloud of daggers. He gets shredded to bits and is killed instantly. And she lands on the other side, just out of the reach of the daggers. Just like next to Petunia. Yeah, but...
Here.
No.
No, side.
Yeah.
There, yeah. Alright, and then Heron, the dwarf, turns and starts channeling magic and grabs Blythe by the shoulders and just starts pouring magic into her. And just, you can see the magic healing as it rushes through, and she just grits through the pain of it, and he heals her up really nicely. At that point, Whitford stands up.
Go Whitford. Go Whitford with a ring. Oh yeah.
That's your inspiring song on the battlefield. You're like,
He goes and he moves past Heron, and he just starts casting this Tina Stay and he touches Blythe's back, and you can see this kind of blue energy snake around his hand, almost like a snake, and wraps and goes into her back, and you can just see her. She starts to like vibrate really, really quickly, and she just goes rigid for a quick second, and you don't know what he cast on her, but she starts moving very fast, and she runs to that dwarf that just healed and starts attacking. And she easily closes that distance. She moves so fast. You're like, she's magically powered right now. You're not exactly sure what was cast on her. And she's going to Fury. Jesus Christ. 17, 18, 17. That's just 14 points of damage as she runs up and then like bicycle kicks him Liu Kang style. Whoop, 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 and just kicks him 3 times. And the guy just staggers back a few times and then lands on his back, and she knocks him right out. He is taken out of the battle. And she drops on the ground and is ready for the next action.
Okay. That would be all the justifiers, so then it would be back to the caster.
Mr. Kasta.
Okay. So he peeks out around the corner and steps. Yep, comes one this way. Yep. Surveys the battlefield, sees that the conditions have changed significantly since he was almost killed. And I need a player's handbook. I thought I had one over here.
Good thing that we have all of
we
these.
have a lot.
So many players' handbook. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. We actually have like enough for all of us.
Yeah.
We don't have to share anymore. It's
Right.
Lipstick. Don't casually choose your spells to destroy us.
Okay.
So frightening. This doesn't look good.
So at this point, he basically starts weaving his hand in the air, and you can see circling around as he starts to wave it and channeling in this arcane language. You see this red light start to glow, and it just ignites into fire. And then he pushes his hand forward, and a small ball starts to streak through the air and hits the point that I put on the map and explodes in a massive fireball. Everyone make dexterity saving throws.
Dang it. Which is death?
Do I have a... Do I have
it
an
make it
advantage on
magic?
this? Because it's magic?
You're raging right now.
Yeah.
You are not paying attention, so no, you don't see it. You do not get your advantage on this saving throw. Your DC is 15.
Well, what about Leah and I? Because we're both Fey ancestry, so we have advantage on saving throws against magic.
I already have advantage. Or I have. Well, I rolled 19. So.
Oh well, whatever. I'm just.
Hey, whatever helps.
I got 20.
Okay.
I got 3.
No.
Well, wait a minute. My dex bonus, so that's 6.
So I got 14. Do I get an advantage because it's magic?
Is it just say magic in general?
It says
It's the 3 different types, right? Not all magic.
it says charm and magic.
Charm magic, probably.
I think it's like charm and sleep. We can't be put
Yeah.
to sleep.
So it's only like charm magic that you have advantage against, not all magic. So no, you do not get advantage.
Fine. I got 14.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh! I'm going to roll again.
No.
Oh, no, wait. No?
No, you
Add that. Roll that. Add that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, add this.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Don't roll
Not
again.
roll again. I mean, add this.
That doesn't matter. That's it. That's
15
15.
is what you need. Alright, so all of you except for Petunia managed to, and you do not get to add you do not half this damage.
Why?
Because it's magical. It's not piercing, slashing, or...
Oh,
So this, you take
that's
this.
right. What?
Oh my god, he just keeps rolling.
That's a D6 too.
Petunia, you take 30 points of damage. The rest of you take half of that amount. As this explodes in all directions, it completely igniting everything in the area. The gazebo gets blasted to smithereens. Let's see what happens with the rest of them. Blythe makes hers. Whitford does not. Whitford gets completely blown to pieces by this fireball.
Wait.
Like,
Like incinerated.
Rin turns her shield and it envelops the side of it, and she gets horrifically burned, but she does not actually take the full damage. The only person that does is Whitford, and Whitford just gets absolutely charred to the bone. You just see him just... and his flesh just burns off all the way down. You can see his muscles for a half second, and then that just gets blown off, and he flies straight back and slides along the ground. His body's burning to a crisp on the ground, and he writhes for about 5 seconds and then goes completely still. He is beyond saving. He is dead. All right.
Do I not get the my reaction, my tiefling reaction? I forgot the name. Hellish Rebuke, I think.
No, I think that's only within 30 feet. That person's
There's
not
no-
within 30
yeah,
feet of you.
no.
Yeah. All right. Who's next?
right
there,
there,
guys.
the swordsman, if there's
There's none
and there's
standing.
none standing, so then it's me.
Yeah.
No, it's...
Oh, Bettina, right.
Um,
So bad at reading my list.
I don't have very many hit points left, but I'm now I'm a burnt, mad, raging gnome.
You're pretty badly hurt, eh?
Yeah, but not, I have a bit. I
Okay.
have 7 hit points. I'm still gonna run up.
Whoa.
Well, doesn't matter. He's got range, so these
Actually,
both
Blythe wouldn't even been in the damage. She made her save anyway, but she wouldn't have been hit by that. I forgot that she moved forward.
Fine. Do I have to go like this, or can I go?
No,
like
you can
this?
run through. You can just run through the gazebo. It's kind of on
Oh.
fire right now. It's burning.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Melee range from her, but I'm also going to be in 5.
That's
Well,
right.
Whoops, what am I doing? I want to use her instead.
I just want to be
so
in her.
I'm going to bonus her, or I'll give her an advantage, because
Okay. Well, you would get advantage here because... Well, you wouldn't actually, because she's not engaged in combat with it. But go ahead and make her attack
she's
roll.
an archer, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that...
Or that dude is an
That guy's
archer,
an
yes.
He looks
and-
like sad Kylo Ren.
Sad Kylo.
Sad Kylo Ren. I love
sad
sad
Kylo
Kylo Ren.
And I'm gonna melee attack.
Punch him in the face. Or not really. Can reach.
Ooh, nat 20.
That hits.
25. That would be.
Automatically hits. It's critical hit,
Yeah.
and it's double damage. So
Double damage! I never get to roll.
so roll your weapon twice and then
Where
add
is my
your...
D8? There we go. 5.
Roll again.
Okay, so 6 plus 5.
So 11. So the guy just got healed up, and you just charge for it as the last bit of healing magic goes into him, and before Blythe kicks the shit out of that guy, you charge up, and the magic is just healing him up, and you drive your sword straight into the bottom of his neck. You just lunge straight forward. It comes out the back of his skull, and he slides down the blade of it. You rip it out, leaving a gaping wound, and his skull hits the ground. You hear his jaw shatter as it hits the cobblestone, and he's dead. All right, next.
That's me. Alright, I'm going to have to cast Moonbeam again to kind of kill this guy.
Okay. You're because you did cast a different spell, right?
Yes, so I have to cast it again, so I have
Okay.
to use another spell.
Alright.
I have one left in my second levels.
All right.
And
And you're going to try to hit both him and that dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be here and then back. Yeah.
Okay. The wizard does not make it, neither does the cleric. They take full damage.
Okay, 2d10. That's 5. And 6, so 11 each.
11 each?
Yeah.
Okay, so the wizard just... This crushing light just puts him down to his knees, and he screams, and he starts smoking again off of his back. And the dwarf just stands there and just winces as the light completely envelops him. He takes the damage, but he's still standing.
They both are?
Both, yeah.
Okay.
Who's next? Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move, Shriela? Do you want to move off the boat onto the map?
Yeah, I guess I should.
Time to leave the safety of the boat.
Okay, so you can get there. That's as far as you can
That's
go.
about there.
Yep. All right.
It would be the archers, but they are dead.
Nope, there's still
Nope,
one
there's
left.
Still
wait,
that
where?
one
Oh, right,
right
okay.
there.
How did I miss that? Oh, I crossed off the wrong guy. Okay.
An attack on the other archer on the map, on the ship, which is you, Leah. At advantage. 15 hit.
Oh, 15 damage?
15 hit.
Oh, yeah, 15 hits. I'm 14.
Okay. You take 8 points of damage as the arrow, and it hits you right in the stomach, cuts through your armor, and gets about an inch into your flesh, and you start bleeding out the front. And you can feel it in your gut. It doesn't feel so great. Next.
Next is Van.
Van,
I'm gonna run away.
Actually, you have resistance to fire,
Yeah.
so you take half that amount of damage as well.
What?
8?
So half of 15?
Half of 15,
that
so
was good.
you would take 8 instead. So you fire. Do you have immunity or resistance? Just say on your character sheet. Tieflings have are pretty resistant to that kind of thing.
I probably have here somewhere.
Bardic Inspiration, Healer's Resistance.
Resistance
To fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
fire
have
damage,
that.
yeah.
So
I'm
8
not-
here
So
instead of
instead of
Awesome.
mine,
Yeah.
mine's 8.
Yay, finally the bard's not
Fire for you is not a big deal. Yeah, I mean it still hurts a bit, but
I got just like, it's fine.
okay.
so what are you doing?
So
Yeah,
I'm
what are you
gonna I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna go to
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's
You can't
he's
heal him.
absolutely
He's
been
dead.
murdered.
Oh no, I want to get the ring.
I love your priorities so much.
Can we do that?
Honey, we're still fighting!
So you see Van run past you, run towards the burning wizard.
And I'm like, some things never change. Old habits do die hard.
Oh hell is that? No, but,
She's like, "Oh, habits die hard."
yeah,
Don't
sing
turn
it.
it into a song!
No, what if I can turn into a thingy and be super aggressive? Like
You have never tried it.
I will try it.
Okay, so you reach
I-
into his
I
pocket,
look
you
at
pull
it.
it out,
Yeah.
you put on the ring this round.
Yeah.
You've had 2 people explain it to you. I'm going to make you do an intelligence check.
All right.
That's one that you're sure good at.
Oh no!
What do you mean? You're my friend. 8.
No.
It's not even.
No.
You put on the ring this round, and you think about it, but there's too much going on right now. You can't concentrate. You know what it does. You know about your ability. In time, you're going to be able to figure it out, but it's not right this moment. Maybe if you spend a couple rounds doing it, maybe, but right now it's not going to work. Next.
Next is me.
I mean, and here's where I join Wolf. Second campaign I die in.
No, don't say that.
Okay, how many supposed to have? Okay, I'm gonna cast Ensnare Strike on this guy.
Okay.
You have my book. Can someone go to page 237, please?
Oh, here you go. I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, sorry, I never wrote that one down.
You'll just keep casting fireballs till you're all dead. So.
Ensnaring
Just give me 1
strike.
second. Yeah, so I cast that. Yeah, here we go. So that's my bonus action. And I'm going to aim for the caster.
Okay.
25.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then he has to make a strength saving.
Does it do damage at all?
It doesn't actually say. Well, it says the next time you hit with a weapon attack. I would assume that it does, but I don't.
It says while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the
Yeah,
start
so I don't know
of
if
each
it
of its
does.
turns.
I think it explodes into vines as it hits. It doesn't.
Okay, so he has to make a save.
Yeah, strength saving.
Doesn't make it.
Okay, so he's restrained by magical vines until the spell ends. While restrained by this spell, target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each turn.
So you'll be able to move.
Yeah.
Alright, so you take the shot, you knock the arrow, and it gets within like
Do I
10
have to
feet.
roll the d6? Or is it just...
I think it's like on his turn.
Yeah,
he
then you
takes the
roll
damage.
every time, yeah.
The arrow breaks apart into a bunch of vines and thorns and completely wraps around his body and starts tightening. And he's trying to pull his hands out, and he can feel the thorns bearing into his skin as he tries to pull his way out, but he can't do it, and he's getting constricted at this point. Next.
Dwarves. The 2 dwarves.
That one finally gets out, and he takes off further into town. Starts running full speed.
Like this way?
Oh, this
Yeah.
one.
Off the board.
Oh,
He's like,
oh, come on.
yeah.
So does the other one.
What?
This one too?
Fly.
Oh, they're gonna go grab more people, aren't they?
Holy
They run off, and you can't see them. They just disappear into town.
macaroni.
All right, and that's their action.
And then it's the Justicars.
Yeah.
Go after them, Rin. Or Blythe, actually.
Yeah.
She's got like a super
Blythe
speed, too.
is going to run and climb up the side of the building and go after that archer.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She runs up with like 3, boom, boom, boom. She pulls herself up, lands on the second story, and is able to run halfway. And she's actually going to go all the way right up to him, but she can't attack this round because she had to use all of her movement to do that. And she stands there, and the archer goes to turn. Now that archer's at a disadvantage if they try to take a shot.
Nice.
Cool. What are the other?
Next is the caster, who has... Now you get to roll your
No,
one.
it's the rest of the Justicars.
Oh, right, sorry.
They're
still, yeah.
Rin is going to move through the burning building. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. She can't quite get to the mage. She's going to be 5 feet away. 5 foot space between, yep. And she's actually going to close the gap. She's going to close the gap. She's just going to stand. No, she doesn't reach. She goes right in front of him, but that's her action.
She gets advantage.
Yeah, so Heron turns and he's in shock as that happened. And he shakes his head, made a morale saving throw for him. He does make it. He starts to cast... He moves 30 feet forward, basically to the gazebo there, or 25 feet forward, right to the edge of the gazebo.
Okay.
Keep going. Like on the edge, on the outside
this
of it.
side?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Okay.
And he starts casting a spell on the wizard. Doesn't work. He's and the wizard's already like this, and you can see his eyes flutter close for a second, and he pushes the magic out. It doesn't do anything to him. You don't know what he was trying to cast.
Alright. Then caster's turn.
So he takes D6, right?
1d6, yeah.
So go ahead, roll it.
4.
All right, he's almost killed. He has to make his strength saving throw. What is the DC? He rolled a 15. I think it's your casting level.
Yeah, which I...
8 plus your modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
For what?
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your casting modifier. What is your casting?
I don't know. I
Is
don't
it
have a
wisdom?
spell sheet.
You base it off
Oh,
wisdom?
I guess so.
Okay, so your wisdom bonus.
So 11, 12.
Okay, so yeah, he easily breaks out, bursts out. He takes a step. He stays where he is. He starts casting a spell. And you can see that his hands, as he starts to cast, he brings this energy down that just starts to form in like these pink lines from the sky. And he brings it down, and as he brings his hands straight down over his head, with the motion of his hands almost like a wave of water from head to toe all the way down, he disappears. Goes invisible.
Dang it.
He's off the board,
What?
and you don't know where he goes.
Ah.
I wanted to charm him.
To be mine.
You can make
Brain.
a perception check at disadvantage
Okay.
because you're raging.
Okay.
Rin's going to do the same. She doesn't make it.
So I probably didn't either. 11. No. Yeah, 11.
You guys don't hear anything. He just disappears and is gone.
I'm going to slice him. Attack and slash.
He's gone.
I think the wizard should have had one last dying breath moment when you ran up. He should have grabbed your hand and said something.
He just says, and disappears.
No, this
Whitford.
guy.
Whitford.
Oh, Whitford.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so,
So there's no swordsman. And then
Yeah, then it's me, but I was gonna go after the.
you could throw a javelin.
I,
That's about all that's left, right? Is that archer on the top of the roof
yeah,
there?
yeah. 30 foot, and then I take.
Well, you can move.
Well, 60 actually until I take 30 foot, and then I take disadvantage. But yeah, I'll move then.
Okay.
5, 10, 20, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
18.
That is a hit.
Yep. And then I don't do as much damage, but I still do some. D6. So that would be 9.
Okay. Petunia runs around the corner and hurls the javelin. And the archer is basically turning and has knocked an arrow as Blythe comes up on the right side of him. And he turns and tries to bring up his bow, and the javelin hits him right through the arm, pierces the arm into the side of the ribs, right through the heart, and just goes, eyes go wide, and he falls straight down and hits the ground with a clatter. And that is the battle.
Whew.
You guys, we'll go for a little bit longer because we started a little bit later. What do you guys do as the battle goes quiet?
Well, I think we should loot them. Look for pirate loot.
I'm like, I'm a little mad at Van for running during the fight just to grab the ring.
Yeah, batarang, yeah.
Okay. I ran over as well to Woodford and just check and see that he's dead.
He is definitely dead. He's burned to a crisp.
Burned to a crisp.
It's actually pretty horrific. Like
And everything on him's burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
So that scroll for our arrest is burnt to a crisp.
Ooh.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay. That's all I want to know.
What?
The scroll that was
The official decree to arrest you too.
was on Woodford, and it seems to be
So
burned up.
as you guys go over there, Heron turns and runs back, and is like actually like clutching the dead body and just like absolutely wailing. And the others, Blythe and Rin, come over and they stand quietly over his body, and but Heron is taking it really, really, really hard. He's just this deep, mournful sob, and Rin just puts her hand on his shoulder, and they just stand there quietly. What do you guys do?
Is the captain still alive? Is he still on
Yeah,
the ship?
all the sailors are pretty
Yeah,
much
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
The captain was basically standing back at the ship in case he needed to defend the ship. But pretty much, some of the crew made it. Some of the sailors start to like stagger back. Some of them were just blasted to oblivion by that fireball. But a few of them who are like shot by arrows managed to stagger. There's 3 crew members that make it back to the ship, and the captain is just like talking to them, and those women don't appear to show up at this point. You don't know where they went.
I'm gonna go up to Rin and Harem and I'm so sorry for your loss, but we should wrap his body up and put it on the ship so we can give him a proper burial later. Just right now, we do have dwarves and wizards running around that we don't know where they went.
He just nods, and then Rin pulls you aside. And I think you just need to let him have this, okay? We'll figure everything else out, but just leave him alone, alright?
Okay.
So they, you can see Blythe stays with them, and Rin just like kind of motions for you to keep on going, and that's when you hear women calling out from the building, those two women that were sent ahead, and opens up the window. Captain, we got something here, and they motion him. What do you guys do?
I wanna. God dang it! I wanna run over here and take an arch and.
Take a bow?
Yeah, like I want to take his
Take an
arch
arrow?
and bow. Yeah.
Okay.
and
All right. So
weapon.
he's got a long bow, so you grab it and take it. What are the rest of you guys doing? So the captain starts to walk down past you, and he does put his hand on Heron's shoulder and just says, "Take the time you need. We'll take care of this." And he continues to walk ahead. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna stop raging,
Okay.
and I'm just sort of rolling bodies over, looking for stuff.
Okay. So you guys are just looting bodies right now.
Why?
No,
Oh.
I'm gonna put my arm in front of the captain and
Yeah.
then walk in front of him. All the
Okay.
way there.
You can't, Captain, you can't go by yourself. One of us should go with you.
All right. I'll take any help I can get.
Okay.
So who's all going with him?
I'll lead the charge.
I'll go with you.
Are you guys going? Petunia, Van?
I'm pretty hurt. I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll come with you guys.
Oh, you want me to carry it before we go?
Well, it'd be nice, but you
Yeah,
don't
she's
have
all
to.
crispy and burnt. Her flesh
Yeah.
is pretty, like, really searing red. Some
You
of it's
smell
burnt
good,
off.
It smelled like the rotting fish on the that I was eating.
Ooh, you smell more like a toasty drumstick. Come here, Petunia. Here.
All right. So 3 of you are just going to stay behind.
No, I'm going if everyone's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of you start to go into that building. You can see that there's a bunch of entrances there, and go around the back and open up the door. And there's, as you can see on the map, there's like a little area there, and there's stairs that you can see they were on the second floor. And you start walking up the stairs. You're in front, you said? Mm-hmm. So you go up there, and there's the two women, the two brutish sailor women are standing there, and looks to the captain who's like behind the four of you, and like, yeah, Captain, it looks like this town was being attacked and taken over by pirates. Someone here wants to speak to you. And they continue walking, or he walks up behind you. You guys get to the top of the stairs, and they part, and you go inside, and there's just this main open area which looks like it's the office area for this building. So this is the harbor master's area, and you come around the corner, and each of you guys can make a spot check.
Is that perception?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's perception.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Thinking the wrong-
13, 11, 20.
19.
Who got 15 or higher?
I think just us.
Yeah.
Just you two?
Yeah.
So you see a woman who looks like she's in her early 30s, and she's sitting behind a desk, and she's sitting at a desk, and she's strapped to the chair. It looks like she's been pretty badly beaten. Oh, this could be dropped again. Oh, man, brutal. We're like right
Right at the finale.
Dang it.
Just wait a second. See if we come back. Sorry, guys. I don't want to do this scene without you guys being here, so we'll just wait.
I'm just gonna roll for your cure wounds.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many hit points you get back then?
Twitch drank from the crevasse water.
I don't even know. 'Cause, like,
All right. Doesn't look any better, but I'm gonna see if it's like related, if it's actually the computer or something. But anyway, I'll turn the camera back on here. All right, so you guys, you come around the corner and you see this woman, and she's human, and she looks a little bit rough and tumble, and she does have like tattoos all up her neck, and all like her shoulders are kind of exposed. Like she's wearing like just like an open-shouldered shirt, puffy around the front, and she's very busty, but she's very attractive, even though she's been a bit roughed up. And both the sailor women point like, yeah, this one wants to talk to you, Captain. And so he comes around the corner. Okay, sure enough, and right away she looks past all of you, straight to Van. And she looks at her for a half second. You don't need to make a check anymore. You see her right away. You know this person. And we'll say how in a second, but she basically looks at you and looks at everyone around, and she's like, thank you so much for stopping those people. They attacked our town. And she keeps looking out of her corner eye at Van. And the comments. She finally just, Van, you're the last person I expected to walk through that door today. I don't know why you're here, but it's good to see you. And the captain looks back at you for a quick second, and his eyes look around. You guys don't recognize her. None of you do. And she tries to pull herself up, and the pirate women, or the captain's associates, go over and they cut her free, and she stands up. Thank you. She looks right at you. What? You've got no words for your wife?